Hey guys, welcome to Zelda Dungeon Zelda News Update. I'm your host Bastion, back with part 2 of Nintendo Direct information about A Link Between Worlds. What's interesting is, as I was recording the previous video to cover everything that we learned from that Nintendo Direct about A Link Between Worlds, and uploading it, at that exact same time, Nintendo released a whole bunch of new information that they didn't mention in the Nintendo Direct, so this is going to cover all of that extra stuff. So first of all, wow, there are some interesting returning characters. Of course, we've got Zelda and Sahasrahla, which is interesting because shouldn't he be dead by now? He was in A Link to the Past. This game takes place several hundred years after A Link to the Past. Don't know what Sahasrahla is doing, still kicking around, but in any case, wow, we've got a dark version of Princess Zelda, which is, I think, a first for the canon Zelda games. There was a dark version of Princess Zelda in the cartoon. Thumbs up if you remember that. But in any case, we've got Hilda, who has Princess Zelda's basic look, but raven black hair, a staff with an upside-down Triforce. My guess is she's probably the princess of this other world, but we don't know that for sure. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the game. We've got a Zorua Queen instead of a Zorua King. That's kind of unusual. We've also got that interesting character, Ravio, who, as I explained in the previous video, has no connection to Nabbit whatsoever. He seems to just be a Hylian or a human dressed up as a rabbit, specifically a pink rabbit that kind of brings to mind the fact that Link, when he first goes to the Dark World in the original A Link to the Past, turns into a pink rabbit, so I don't know what to make of that. But in any case, you'll notice something bizarre is on the wall in his shop, there's a Majoras Mask. Probably just a wink at the audience. It probably doesn't have anything to do with the story or anything. But this has led some people to speculate, could this other world be Termina? We don't know, we'll have to wait and see. My guess is no. But let's talk about Ravio's shop, because they released Mr. Igianuma took to Miiverse to explain some things after the Nintendo Direct, to clarify things about this shop. So what we thought was that you would be able to just purchase the items directly. You would not get them in dungeons, you just purchase them from the shop. Apparently, you can eventually later in the game, but at first you can only rent them. So you'll basically be renting out as many items, apparently, as you want at a time. But the price is pretty steep, and if you die, then you lose those items and you have to go re-rent them. So that's definitely some incentive to keep an eye on your heart meter and make sure you're stocked up with fairies or potions. You don't want to lose all of that. But one of the biggest pieces of news is also still the most mysterious, and it's this character. Nintendo hasn't said what this character's name is. They've given us zilch as far as information. They've simply released this piece of character art. But this clearly looks like a female Ganondorf. So my guess is that Ganon will not be the regular enemy of this game. It's going to be like the other world's version of Ganon, and since it's all about opposites and changing things, a female Ganon apparently. So that should be pretty interesting. Of course, there is some debate as to whether this character is female or not. We'll just have to wait until the game comes along to know for sure, but my guess is it's female. We'll see. But in any case, that's it for this episode of Zelda News Update. If you want my own personal thoughts and opinions about all this stuff, I have a video about that over on my own channel. You can check that out by clicking over here. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.